What is up, guys? It's Team Ubermensch here, and as you can tell right now, we're going to be doing the Dimensional Police, the Popos.
Fuck the Popos.
Love the Popos.
Fuck them.
But we're going to be doing their the clan analysis and their top 5 boss monsters. So yeah, this deck is actually my first deck. Love them, just for the sake of just being my first deck. But just gonna go over the top 5 boss units that I feel that I've played over the course of this history. Of this deck, and just discuss why they're so good, why they're top 5, and cards that just make them so great. Starting at number 5 is gonna be Great Gallop. He just came out recently in the last set. Honestly, Gallop is actually a really great unit. Reason why that Gallop is really good is that his Generation Break 2 skill is that when he's swinging for 22 or higher, even when he's boosted, he gets triple drive. Which is amazing because, well,
he's a grade 3 that becomes
a stride, pretty much. He's a grade 3 that becomes a stride, all for powering up. And his support is easy to power himself up. You have the grade 2 that's Generation Break 1, Counter Blast 1, select 2 units, gain 4K when he attacks the Vanguard. You power him up and you power up his booster. You can also have Grand Wagon, that's Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, choose the unit, gain 4K. Not that hard. No. Honestly, Grand Gallop has a lot of really good support, and not only that, his on-stride ability is not that bad. It's when this unit hits, Counter Blast 1 and draw a card. Really good. You really want to draw a lot. Like what they did with the extra booster, they gave what this deck needed: hand advantage. Because the really problem with this deck is that it never really had a big hand. It couldn't survive, a lot of things. Starting off at number 4 is Ultimate Great Dice. Oh my god.
Oh god, I hate
Love
him so
this card.
I hate him.
There's a reason why he's $25 right now. For a triple rare at least. He came out in set 8 and oh man. He became a much better MOB. He was the MOB of Limit Break era. As long as you had 3-dimensional robos in your soul, he always had a crit on him and he gained 2K. And if he was if he was cross-ring, he's swinging for 15 by himself. So if you're still a 10K Vanguard, 10K shield is still 1 to pass. That's really sad. And the fact that he's cross-ring helps him. He's just a great unit. The only weakness was that he was limit break and he needed, if you got one heal trigger off at 4 damage, he lost the crit. That was his greatest weakness. But no, he's just amazing. And the fact that he got so much support from both from the extra booster and of course, calm down, Lonnie.
So generally speaking, the Dimensional Police focus on boosting themselves to.
The Dimensional Police has always been a clan that always has extra criticals, but they always gain a reward for always hitting your opponent. That's always been their whole theme. I hit you, I get this reward. It's always been a very Vanguard central deck. The Vanguard usually gets rather large.
That's fine if I can perfect guard it, unless they have a way around
that. They have other ways around it.
Oh god.
Going at number 3, we're going off with a card that says he was a glory Melton. This unit was amazing. We're gonna go off with Metal Borgs and Buster. Metal Borg is a completely different subclan for Dimensional Robos. Dimensional Robos are the heroes that we're gonna kick your butt and kick your ass, but we're gonna spare you. Metal Borgs were like, nah nigga, you're dead. We're killing you. You ain't coming back. You're dead. Luckily Metal Borgs will be getting a stride in Fighters Collection, but his skill is this: when he hits 30K or higher, he gains the Glory Maelstrom skill, which is not that hard because his mate, when you already perform Legion, plus 4K to your Vanguard. There's a grade 1, Counter Blast 1, select 2 cards from your Vanguard circle, mate in him, gain 4K each. That's 8K right there. Even when he's boosted, it counts for the 30K. His other skill is when you swing for 20K or higher, and you hit, draw a card.
So generally speaking, pump him up, he gets big, I can't perfect guard him.
Pretty much, you gotta drop that hand. He's one of your great finishers. I love this card to death. He is best played with his own deck, the breaker, which we'll get to later, and of course, Gallop. Really great card, honestly. And now with the new stride coming out from him in Fighters Collection, he pretty much has the same skill as Sin Buster, but he draws a card for every card in your heart. So you have 2 cards in your heart. So as soon as he hits, you draw 2 extra cards. It's devastating. This deck is it's just a monster, and I love it. Number 2 is the Legion. The Legion's what really brought back this. Is what brought back this unit. What brought back Great Dynasty. That's why Great Dynasty is not that higher in the list, because this Legion, his skill is this: when you have 3 or more in your soul and you're in Legion, he gains a crit at all times. If your Legion mate has a crit, which he does have a crit when he's at limit break, when he has 3 or more in the soul that was dimensional robos, he gains the break ride skill. When you draw to a grade 3, counterblast 1, and you break guard. That's really devastating on your opponent because they have to overguard you. If not, they gotta take you down. Yeah, Taco, I hear that, Salt.
Fuck yeah.
This unit is honestly the most frightening card that came out for this deck. One of the most frightening cards, because at every turn, they have to fear, well, if he drives to get grade 3, my perfect guard's, useless.
But he's only number 2 on the list. Jesus
He's
Christ.
only number 2, because the thing is, he's called True Great Dai Kaiser. He's based off the Break Ride, who's number 1. Guys, this is this deck previously was a huge Break Ride dependent deck until we got the Legion. The Break Ride does when you're at limit break, when you ride a grade 3 dimensional robo, counterblast 1, your Vanguard gains 10k in a crit, and if you drive to get grade 3, retire something from the guarding circle and nullify that perfect guard.
He guard breaks?
He guard breaks just like this guy. And if you break right into this guy with 2 Great Dai Kaiser, if you get 1 grade 3, break ride skill first, retire 1, 2 Great Dai Kaiser second, counterblast 1. So they can lose 2 perfect guards or 2 10k shields from their guards from 1 grade 3. A lot of people do not know about this. That one person double perfect guarded me and did not know that. And they were punished severely for this.
Oh my.
This deck honestly got really great support from the extra booster via, let's see, we got the delimiter that makes him live at all times, and the Legion, because this Legion's technically a limit break Legion, just because he needs to have limit break to gain the crit. Your delimiter is like, no, you're at limit break now. So I can be at 1 damage and I can break my opponent's guard.
In other words, they had one of the biggest issues solved in terms of we get big with your perfect guard, we don't do anything.
But the main card that saved this deck is Jet. When you're at Generation Break 1, select a grade 3 dimensional robo in your drop zone, put it at the top of your deck. Your Vanguard gains plus 4k, shuffle it back into your deck. When your Vanguard hits, counterblast 1, draw a card. You do not care about that. Your whole goal is put these guys back. Legion, put the grade 3s back. You want to maximize grade 3s become triggers in this deck.
In other words, they now have the ability to not only run less grade 3, but actually be able to recycle them.
Yep. The problem with the deck before was that they had no form of way to recycle other than Legion. The Legion is an amazing unit, but honestly, this Break Ride makes every other dimensional police deck viable. You can actually, this Break Ride can go in any dimensional police. You can put it in Enigman. You can put it in Zeal. It's so frightening.
That's really.
And with the support that it has, with Commando Laurel, it's just frightening. Commando Laurel, what he does is this. Whenever your Vanguard hits anything, could be a rear guard, rest 4 units and restand. He's just as bad as Cat Butler.
No, he's worse. He's worse because he punishes you for using the new perfect guard.
Yes, this card punishes you for the new perfect guard. Oh, I'm going to swing at your rear guard. When I stride, swing, triple drive. I hit, well, restand, swing again. You plus 6 that turn. That's devastating. Especially with the strides. This deck right now has the most diverse strides that's come out. Earth is the dimensional robo one. Counterblast 2, flip a copy of him face up. Call the grade 2 and call the grade 3 from your deck. You superior call. And it makes it a lot easier now to Commando Laurel your opponent.
I'm done.
And if you have 2 face up dimensional robos in your G zone, he gains a crit. This dimensional robo, it's a constant crit that your always opponent has to fear as soon as you hit grade 3. Grade 3 crit. Grade 3 crit. Oh, now I have guard break. It only gets scarier. This deck is a roller coaster.
roller coaster I don't want to be on.
And then one of your other finishes, other than break riding with the Legion, is X Tiger. X Tiger, when this unit's 45k or higher, he gains a crit. But when he attacks the Vanguard, flip a copy, any card in your G zone face up, and for every face up card in your G zone, he gains 4k. So when it gets to late to mid game, when you have 3 to 5 cards face up in your G zone, he gets frighteningly big.
Define Fright. Does he get something else? I'm guessing.
With Commando Laurel, it's even worse, because now your Vanguard is swinging for an abnormally large number with a crit and triple drive, and if I hit, I do it again.
Or if you're a douche, you're just swinging a rig off the Newport regards.
Yep.
They can't guard it.
You have also Dark Superman, which is Counterblast 2. Select the unit, put into your soul. So pretty much, and then your opponent's Vanguard, and Soul Blast 1, your opponent's Vanguard loses power equal to the power of the card that went to your soul. So obviously you're going to pick a grade 3. He's one of your late game finishers, if you have the Counterblast. He pretty much makes Dimensional Police into freaking deleters. If you put a grade 3. They go from 11 to 0, which is devastating. Because if they're at 5 damage, you swing at your rear guards, a 16k column costs 2 10k shields to guard.
God, this.
It's Rogue first for Gallop. At 37, I hit. I can start retiring certain units. It's great again. He's great in the mirror match. And then you have X Falcon. He's a unit that works much better only in Cosmic Heroes. When he swings for 45k or higher, if he hits, Counterblast 1, discard 1. When he hits, select one of your opponent's units, put in their damage zone, and it goes face down. If they're at 5 damage,
wait, what?
And they take yes, you heard this right.
No.
Yes.
So let me get this straight.
I can kill you with this unit. Yes, if he hits and you're at 4 damage, even if I didn't get a crit, you're dead.